Andan kaldığımız yerden de hızla 43. bölümde devam ediyoruz. Ne oldu lan? Allah Allah. Bunu da ortadan kaldırmışlar. Vay adiler.
Everything is broken and turned upside down. A sculpted engraved stone. Empty. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered
Ne oldu
around.
belli.
It's as if someone wanted to meticulously destroy everything in this workshop.
The owner must have left in a
I know.
hurry, taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where
Buluruz.
he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Barayag. Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vigigador. and
Bir
we'll find out.
gidelim hadi. Birader minibüsler nereden kalkıyor burada ya? Heh. Vigidov'a gidiyorsun. Nasıl olduysa direkt seçiliymiş. Anlat.
What brings you here, Honor Manawi?
Hocam biliyorsun geldiğimiz şeyi ya.
We're looking for Karadeg, the keeper of promises.
Did he come back to your village?
Bilmiyormuş gibi
He
davranma.
did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Aa, ne diyeyim?
Did you exile?
Sürgünü soralım.
Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea.
Ulan ne
This
olaylar
is
dönmüş
why he
aralarında,
joined
şuraya
the
bak ya.
Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Vay be.
Do
Şu
you
an
know where he
nerede?
might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide.
Yani
He must have left for the woods south of here.
tamam
Is there
ormandaymış.
anything?
I must leave.
What?
Kovalamsek ha. Anam gözüm. Ha. Ha 200 metre. Hocam bana bak, bu bir yere ışınlamıyor değil mi? Ha ona göre yani. Sonra bozuşmayalım. Ha. İyi, burayı takip edip halledeceğiz.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
Nerede lan? Ha yerde oturuyor. Ha. Sözlerin bekçisi. Anlat.
Signora, Bertir Tumad Donegad.
Aynen.
What are you doing
Sensin
with
yabancı.
these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Hocam yani
Tell me about your role as keeper of promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free
noter ya herif.
and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the keepers of promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
Ne güzel.
So you're a kind of cleric. thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it.
Taşı da
The stone
yıkmışlar.
has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother
Her şey
promised.
flash diskte diyor yani.
Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean
Hayda.
to disrespect you, but I will not.
Niye be dayı?
Naigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
Seni geri götürsek ne olur? Ha.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
Aynen.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people from all clans.
I have heard about them, but I didn't know where to
Tamam
find
biz sana söyleriz işte.
We could help you join them. But
Seni
we
tanık
need
koruma
this tree
programını
bark.
alırız, olur biter yani.
It's the only way to prove that the priests lied.
In that case, take the tree bark. I hope that it
Ne lan,
will
yanına
help
mı
you to
taşıyorsun?
chase these Renaigse away, Donegad. And I did not think I would say this
Allah
one
Allah.
day. But thank you.
Dayı ağaç kabuklarıyla mı geziyorsun? Bana onu söyle hele bir.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew
Hadi
they
yolda
were
konuşuruz
lying.
ya.
Let's show this to a saint.
Hadi gösterelim. Aha. Aa ne güzel. Ha. Trade isteyen kim lan? Ha şurada. Var mı üzerinde bir şey ya? Al. Ah, cure for you. For you. Aa. Ne diyorsun lan? Tüfeğin varmış ya lan. Dayanıklılık 2. Burada bir şey yok. Al dayı. Al dayı. Al hacı. Al kaptan. O kadar. Tamam tamam. Aha. Ederim. Ederim. Vallahi biliyorum. Yerini biliyorum vallahi. Senin dükkanın burada ya. Reis geldik.
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Nişanlanacağız. Haberin var mı? Siora'ya niye sorayım ya?
Azel.
Anlaşma hakkında.
About this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything
Ne oldu
new?
az evvel trip atıyordun?
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our
Sadece
village.
karşılıklı yardımdan
So
bahsediyormuş.
they lied. They mocked us and insulted the memory of our mother. I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go.
Ay çok heyecanlı.
You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But
If
Sigirin
you want
lan.
our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
Aha. Acı %100 ya.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving.
Sigirin lan.
But we will not forget your role in this matter, Your Excellency.
Bu ne ya?
I did not think they would leave of their own accord.
Bir saniye. Şimdi direkt şunlarla yüzleşeceğim bakalım. Seçeneği vermiyor abi. İlk başta dese ki ya onlarla görüş ya oraya git diye.
My child, what can we do for you?
Biz de seçerdik o zaman. Ağaç kabuğu
Do you
hakkında.
maintain your version of events regarding the pact
Yüzleşelim
with the
bakalım.
Queen?
Naturally.
If I were you, I would have taken some time to think before replying.
Really? Because we found the man who engraved this stone.
Aynen.
A man that you wanted to silence. He gave us a piece of tree bark with the words the Queen had asked him to immortalize on the stone.
You see? Destroying the stone was not enough to hide your lies.
This is regrettable, but apart from this child, we're amongst civilized people.
If this village is so dear to you, then you know that it will not survive another assault from the Alliance without our help.
Hadi canım,
Even
hadi.
if they don't know it, they need us.
What would you say if I offered you this hefty sum of money to forget about your unfortunate
Allah
discovery?
Allah.
For the sake of the village, of course.
Para öneriyor,
As
rüşvet veriyor.
despicable as this agreement may seem, my colleagues are not entirely wrong. This village has suffered a lot from its first battle against the Alliance. Having allies would allow them to hold their ground.
Abi bilmiyorum ki. Şimdi burada da bir görev şey çıktı. Ne yapsak? Reddetsek. Sonuçta bunları göndermek istiyoruz değil mi? Kız bunları göndermek istiyor. Aynen.
Don't count on me to support your lies.
That is regrettable, Your Excellency. Because of you, these poor children will be slaughtered by the Alliance.
And we were told that you were receptive to the light. How do you think that he will judge you?
And what will Ptolemy think of a foreign diplomat sabotaging the mission of their priests?
I cannot believe these mind shakers tried their lies on you. Let's go see Azeld without delay. We must tell her that they lied and chased these men away from our village.
Gitmediler mi lan? Bir önceki seçimde de bunlarla aramız kötü olup onlarla iyi oluyordu. Allah Allah, bakalım.
Siora, Asir,
He he he.
what do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything?
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Siora? No. You're probably...
We retrieved...
Siora, what's written? Mother promised. There's nothing. And even so, I think it's high. I think so.
Aynen kovalım diyorlar.
You lied to us.
Şimdi de buraya
You
geliyoruz.
took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance,
Aa, değişen bir şey
your
olmadı,
people
baksana.
must convert to the light.
Aa.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very
Allah
well,
Allah.
we're leaving. But we will not forget your...
I did not think they would leave of their own. Thank you, Onolman. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. Yes. Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course.
Allah, ne oluyor lan yine? Siora bana yardım edecek misin dedi. O da dedi edeyim dedi. Siora yanımda ve o görev yürümedi. Bak. Şimdi burada ne var? Neyi açıyorduk lan acaba? Canlılık, canlılık. Ha, başarı şansını arttırıyor diyaloglardaki. Buna bir tur yürüsek. Öbürü de öz nitelik değil mi? Bana buradakiler lazım. Ha, burası tamam. Burası bana kalmış. Tamam. Karizmadan yürüyorum bir tur. Buradan da neye yürüyeceğim bilmiyorum. Dayanıklılık, doğruluk, irade. Doğruluktu galiba. Ateşli silahları kullanmak için. Bir dakika. Yoksa dayanıklılık mıydı? Şey için. Ha, doğruluk 1. Bu 220. Bu daha iyi lan. Sanki. Bir savaşta anlarız ya, hani çok yavaş çekiyorsa bunu. Aa, bir dakika, burada. Konuşmuyor ya. O zaman prense gidelim. Bu değil, şu. Ay. Bir tane ana görev yürümüş olur. Böylece. Ne oluyor lan burada?
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord Dorsey's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely
Ne
worried.
oluyor lan?
And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Açıl.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me,
Ne oluyor
what
lan?
is going on?
This soldier has just reported in.
Huh?
He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what
Ha,
happened
ne
firsthand.
olup bittiğini bilmeden buraya mı geldin?
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts.
Ha?
I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
Ya çıkabilirsiniz
Lead
diyor.
these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind.
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
Tamam, orange. Hı hı.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your
Anlat.
cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Denegat that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
Seferin amacı
My
neydi lan?
cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that Islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry,
Başını
sir,
belaya sokmuş yine kuzen.
but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Neden araştırmadığını
Why
soralım.
didn't you go and look for yourself?
Gidip niye bakmadın?
To see if they had been buried by a rock slide.
What? Alone? What could I
Bir
have
bakardı
done?
insan ya ne oluyor diye.
It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
Olay
Do you
nerede oldu?
know precisely
Öğrenelim
where the
gidelim.
company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I haven't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The Islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you,
Her
sir.
zamanki gibi. Lan Duncan'ı sorgulayın diyor bu sefer de. Sen ne yapıyorsun lan, kapı mı dinliyorsun? Vay be, ne hikaye yürüyor ha. Ha burada da şuradan yürüyelim. Klan liderleri sorgulayın diyor. Allah Allah, sorgulayın değildir o ya sanki. Hani görüşün gibi bir şeydir o ya sanki. Hani insan soruyor biz kimiz ki? Yani. Lah.
May the shadow engulf our enemies. Be careful! Your armor is falling apart. May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
expecting the inevitable.
Şeyi bulduk. Sera'yı bulduk. Bakın.
You remind me of that rat my master was studying.
Ben duraklatmaya mı bastım? Neredeydim bilmiyorum ama.
The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape.
Kayıt değil zannediyordum ben ya.
Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding
Neyse
it
bir yanlış anlaşılma
was
oldu.
its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that,
Keşke şeyle gelseydik ya buraya. Afra ile gelseydik. Var mı acaba o şansım? Kaydım kuydum bir şeyim var mı acaba?
these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set.
Afra nerede? Heh. Petrus out. Afra in. Yürün. Afra.
Desade, can I do anything?
Ha? Kamp ateşinin yanında bu an. Ah.
What did you think about that moment next to the camp?
It was strange and a bit frustrating.
Romantik bir an mı? Allah Allah. Ama hiç bu kadın romantizme böyle yürümüyor.
It was peculiar and mysterious. It was as if we were observing a game without fully knowing the rules. However, it seems to me that we learned a few things, being with them at that moment.
This is true. In my opinion, knowledge should be shared.
Ah.
That's why I'm so impatient when it comes to secrets. But your attitude is wiser. I will ponder the question. You've given me a lot to think about. Anything else?
Yok valla. Ona sor o. Öğrenci
Did
arkadaşı.
you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group working with Dr. Vasily, but we were encouraged not to get too close to each other. It was more of a competition. Why? What's on your mind?
Yalnız hissedip hissetmediğini mi girelim ya? Bir girelim bakalım.
If you didn't feel alone at times.
Do you mean intimate relationships? I had a few here and there, but that did not change how lonely I felt. Body and mind have different needs, even though for some they seem to be one and the same. Anything else?
Tamam yani o kadar.
I must leave you.
Aferin size. Takımı onayladım. Hadi yürüyün kızlar. Ha geldiler ha.
Savage! What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming to save you? Give in. Your life is in our hands.
Ben bunu daha önce anlamadım. Nerede lan bu
It
ses
is
diyordum.
time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with. We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
Buraları biliyoruz.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through grit.
These monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
O zaman
You
gidelim.
may be able to reason with them. I could try.
Tamam. Nereden gidiyoruz lan? Doğru mu yolda mıyız? Oğlum inşallah doğru yoldayızdır. Hah. Sakin sakin.
I recognize this face. Lord Desade. What a pleasure to see you again.
What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see,
Allah Allah,
we have
işkenceyi
been
haklı görmeye bak
studying
ya.
these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onol Manawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here.
Alt çeneniz çok geniş ya, dişleriniz.
This woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how.
İnsan konuşurken alt dişi bu kadar görünmez ya.
To understanding such a fascinating phenomenon, and to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely
Yanlış.
regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
Aynen.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this.
Arkadaşım, bir şey söyledik. Uzatma. Burada
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me?
gücümüz var.
Without me, you would all be locked away in Duren's jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Evet.
Free her now. We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
Sigin. Ben dedim bunun bir yardımı olur ama hiç. Aa. Orası nereye gidiyor lan acaba? Böyle bir yere gidiyor bak. Neyse. Görev burada.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
Ulan bağlasalar kızıyor, serbest bıraksak kızıyor ya.
Could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the cavern of knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
Ben biliyorum girilmesini.
But he came here often before he disappeared.
Tohumu koyuyorsun, açılıyor.
I'm hoping to find answers. You save me. And so I must help
Beni
you.
kurtardın. Ben de sana yardım etmeliyim diyor.
You may come with me. The cave of knowledge is a bit further north.
Ya hemen mi ya? Şuraları bir gezeydik ya. Balım buraları bir gezeydik ya. Oğlum buranın askerleri de içip içip duruyor ya. Yürü kız yürü. Nereden? Buradan mı? Göster bakayım yolu. Keşke ben depar atınca sen de biraz depar atsan. Ben biliyorum işte bak tohumu koyuyorsun buraya açılıyor. Ben de bu iş ya.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. Tamam.
The caverns of knowledge are truly sacred places.
But you're not a Negad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped, even if I am not sure I can trust you, because you spared these people, remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place.
Aynen.
How do we enter?
Lan biliyoruz ya.
I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many.
Allah Allah. Aa. Ne diyorsun, sana tohumu koy oluyor işte. Allah Allah. Lan sağ tuş yaptım. Direkt es geçti oraları. Ama işte tohumu koyuyorsun ya, bu. Biz biliyoruz aslanım bu işleri.
The paint of this fresco is still fresh.
Aa, yakın zamanda boyanmış
It
diyor.
must have been painted recently.
Demek ki
It's of a
buradaymış.
crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
Mağarayı keşfedin. Ben kafama göre keşfedebiliyor muyum? Edemiyorum. Kıza bak, bastı gidiyor ya.
These paintings are old. This looks like it represents a man who transforms
Kuşa
himself
dönüşen bir
into
adamı temsil ediyor.
Becoming a Nadaig Menemen.
Menemen diyorlarmış
was
buna.
also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path.
If I understand correctly, the Donegada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes.
Metamorfoz bulunduğu yere göre değişiyormuş.
Now we bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the guardian. But how could a guardian of the plains resemble a guardian of the mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where
Bazılarına göre hızlı, bazılarına göre yavaş oluyormuş bu dönüşüm.
bid him farewell.
Yol açın da kız koşsun bir yere koşacak herhalde, bilmiyorum. Ha, bu ne lan? Aa, dağ kapısının tohumu. Ne bu?
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do
Ulan
is
bastı gidiyor
find
hemen
out
ya.
which. This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a
açılan bir kapı
doorway
gibi
into the
görünüyor.
mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone.
2 sunak, 2 tohum.
The Donegada seal
Bende 3 tane var.
sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding
Doğru
the
tohum.
right, but here there are two that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
Ha,
The
ikinci bitkinin de
initiates
çizimi
also
olması
learn
lazım.
by listening to them.
Aynen. Ustalarını dinleyerek öğrenebilirler diyor genç çıraklar.
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enon Milfrichtemen.
Hiç anlamıyorum. Öyle bir cümleler yapmışlar ki, dil oluşturmuşlar ki.
I think so. It looks like the grotto that
Yerli dili
lies to
çok
the
kötü olmuş
northwest of
ya.
our
Gerçekten
village.
yerli dili çok kötü. Rusça gibi
With all that
oluyor.
we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us.
What do you hope to ask of him?
We hope that he will agree to take us into the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu.
What do you hope to ask of him? Why would a Renaik say? It matter not. My head spins. I will wait for you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you.
Am I the only one to think this woman's departure is suspicious?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky
Sarah
situation.
kapıyı kilitledi.
We should have noticed that she did not trust us. Well, let's search. There must be another exit to this cave.
Vallahi ben bir yer buldum galiba şey yaparken, takılırken. Başka bir şey arıyordum ama. Yine de ben sizi çıkarırım herhalde. Ah. Oo. Ah, çıkardım. Sıkıntı yok, mağara bizim işimiz. Aynen kanka. Seyahat diyor. Burada başka bir görevimiz kalmadı mı ya? Bir seyahat de burada var. Adanın keşfi var işte kalan. Ondan sonra göreve devam edeceğiz. Bu bölümü burada bitirelim. Kendinize iyi bakın. Allah'a emanet.